and welcome to CityCast.
We are back with stories from Bangalore. I am Arpita Jaykumar.
And I am Tarab Zaidi, and here are the top headlines. Travel agencies face losses. Infertility cases soar amidst the pandemic.
As Karnataka is in the middle of 14-day lockdown, travel agencies around Bangalore struggle to make ends meet. Our reporter Roshni Nair tells why people are reluctant to use buses.
The Karnataka state government has capped the number of people travelling in buses at 50% of the total seating capacity. There's also a ban on interstate and inter-district travelling during the lockdown. Bus operators say that their business has fallen by 75%. Regular travellers from states like Kerala say that the fear of contracting the virus keeps them from travelling even if the restrictions are lifted.
Parents are basically settled in Kerala, but these days I've been traveling to Kerala less often due to the spread of the coronavirus. I'm basically worried that the buses are a hotspot for contracting the virus, and I'm sure that they don't regularly sanitize the buses as
Travel operators claim even when they adhere to state-imposed COVID-19 protocols, people are apprehensive about travelling.
90% ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಯಾರು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಾಡಿಗಳು ಬುಕ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಊರುಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಷ್ಟು ಜನಗಳು ಮಾತ್ರ ಒನ್ ವೇ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Travel Agents Association of India has published notices to regulate safe COVID-19 protocols in buses. They also suggest mandating negative RT-PCR certificates for travelling.
So currently, even we are writing to government, and we are also seeking help from them that at least don't stop traveling. When people are following all the protocol.
Travel agencies around the city say that there is a fall in number of staffers and drivers. The employees cite COVID-19 emergencies as a reason to leave. This is reporter Roshni Nair signing off for CityCast.
Carton box manufacturers find themselves staring at losses despite the demand during pandemic. Our reporter Shreya Asopa tells us why.
The box manufacturers say after the pandemic, the business has reduced by 30% despite the search for retail home delivery products.
In the second wave, as the lockdown is going on in Karnataka, so we are unable to supply, reducing our margin. So it don't get much effect to the consumers. But we have to increase the price as the craft paper has gone up.
Data from Indian Corrugated Case Manufacturing Association shows that the industry employs about 6 lakh people in India. Manufacturers say if the paper mills import waste paper at a higher prices, it would gradually have an impact on the industry.
Prices of the paper has gone up very significantly, which we have never experienced in 40 years. I mean, you can say about 60 to 70% price has gone up.
Paper industry say recycling is poor as local generation of waste paper has been reduced.
Basic grade of paper, which we may say for the corrugation medium, for almost 70 rupees a kg or 18 rupees a kg. After the corona scenario, the market opened up at 24.
Customers say corrugated boxes are a key packaging material and an essential part of their supply chain.
Packaging material का price मतलब around 12% उसका increase हुआ है price. लोगों को वो खरीदना पड़ता है और वो मतलब जो बढ़ा हुआ price है उसमें खरीदना.
The increase in freight cost has also prompted the price of waste paper. This is Shreya Asopa reporting for CityCast.
Local bakeries in Bangalore have something to cheer about as their products see an increase in demand. Our reporter Shanta Chandra brings us what sells.
Local bakeries in Bangalore stay afloat in the pandemic. Shopkeepers say people rely on them for goods instead of going to bigger shops to avoid the virus. They say there is a steady 10 to 15% rise in their sales.
अभी तक तो सब ठीक ही था. पहले थोड़ा वो जो दिन का थोड़ा कम होता था, मगर अभी तो ठीक ठाक ही चल रहा है. लॉकडाउन के टाइम में तो लोकल्स कॉल करते थे और हम उनके घर पे आके दे आते थे.
Customers say the local bakeries provide them with cheap, good and healthy foods.
There's always a warm feeling that you get when you enter one of those bakeries where you can smell the freshly baked goods, which just adds a lot more to the experience of eating at a bakery.
According to an UEMR report, the compound annual growth rate of bakeries in India in 2020 is 8.5%. It estimates the net worth of the industry to reach a value of USD 12.39 billion by 2026. Local bakeries sell bread, cakes, patties, biscuits, among others.
One of the main reasons the local bakeries sale are still stable is because people's income has been affected. Many people who cannot afford even a full-time meal or are saving in order to sustain get food from these bakeries to eat.
Experts say India occupies a unique position in the market as flavor innovation continues to grow on a global scale.
You see, people are more familiar with local bakeries, so they feel why not support the local bakeries? And to add to it, they are cheap.
Experts also say Indian traditions and access to interesting and unusual flavors combinations will allow them to continue to excel and innovate in this market in future. This is Shantan Chandra for CityCast.
Stay tuned. We'll be back after a short break.
Welcome back. More couples in Bangalore use the services of infertility clinics amidst the pandemic. Our reporter, Antara Gupta, tells us what are the reasons for this.
Infertility cases are at an all-time high even amidst the pandemic. Echo infertility clinics in Bangalore say that the number of clients have increased by 50% since the pandemic started.
The cases have grown dramatically since the pandemic. We definitely see more walk-in patients as now as compared to 2019. If the number of couples was 5 before, they're 15 now. Yes, the trend of increase in cases is more marks the patients.
Doctors state that after the stimulation of the donor, if the patient tests positive for COVID, then the cycle has to be cancelled. This comes with a lot of psychological and financial effects on the recipient and the donor. The experts call these cases a new normal and say that pollution, particularly in the urban areas, coupled with financial stress and growing sedentary lifestyle, is leading to such cases.
I think basically the stress factor and anything connected to that is on the very high rise, because as medical professional people, we are exposed to the pandemic and also the patients are also exposed. I think both ways we are in kind of trouble.
Experts further state that it's all the more imperative now to be consciously aware of our lifestyle and habits and to avoid falling prey to infertility. This is Antara Gupta reporting for CityCast.
Animal activists raise concern about snake species depleting in Bangalore. Our reporter Ritesh tells us why.
The number of snake species around Bangalore has reduced from 25 to 27 species to 4 to 5 due to rapid development of the city.
Bangalore is home of 25 to 27 species of snakes, out of which few of the populations are decreasing. Like for example, we had sour vipers, which was there in most of the parts of Bangalore. So now due to developments, we can find sour vipers only in the outskirts parts.
Lack of awareness about snakes has made their coexistence with humans difficult.
ಕೆಲವರು ಹಾವುಗಳನ್ನ ತಮ್ಮ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರೋದನ್ನ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬನ್ನೇರುಘಟ್ಟಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತುರಳಿಗೆ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು 25-30 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದರು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿನ ಸ್ಪೀಷೀಸ್ಗಳು ಯಾವುದ್ಯಾವುದು ಹಾವು ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತೋ ಅವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಂತತಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬಂತು. ನಮ್ಮ ಜನಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ಲೂ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಡೋದು.
Expansion of cities has affected the balance between humans and animals. Even snakes can save us from problems like soil erosion.
Bangalore saw almost growth of 200% in a 15 years span. So this has degraded the city's wild population to a drastic decrease. Every species play a vital role in the life cycle of the whole environment, starting from a butterfly to the end to a carnivore.
The government needs to strengthen the existing laws and work towards making the city more animal friendly. This is Ritesh Roy reporting for CityCast.
Thank you for watching CityCast.
Do log in to citycast.in, our online publication, for more such stories.